The first assembly session of the PDP-BJP government in Jammu and Kashmir starting today in all likelihood will witness confrontation between alliance partners again, this time over the handing over of the mortal remains of Afzal Guru to his family. Engineer Rashid, who represents Langate constituency, has submitted a resolution seeking the House to resolve that mortal remains of late Afzal Guru, who was hanged in Tihar jail, be returned to his family on humanitarian grounds so that they can perform the last rites according to religious obligations. 2 years after his secret hanging and burial in Tihar, Parliament-attacked convict Guru has become a contentious issue in Jammu and Kashmir's politics. A change in stance on the hanging and demand for the return of his remains has determined the result of the polls twice within a month. Both times, Rashid forced the Congress and the PDP to issue signed statements saying that Guru's hanging was a travesty of justice and that they supported return of the mortal remains of Guru to his family. The BJP is vehemently opposed to even a mention of Guru in the House, and if PDP allows a vote on the resolution and votes in favour, it could turn into a major controversy that may threaten the alliance. Now, if PDP does not allow the resolution, it would not only be seen as a U-turn but also a surrender to the BJP in its constituency.
से अफजल गुरु की अस्थियों पे बड़ा शोर मचाया हुआ था इन लोगों ने अभी। ये तो मैं समझता हूँ हक है उनका, उनके खानदान का हक है। अगर मॉर्टल रिमेन्स आप किसी के मांगते हैं तो इससे कोई डैमेज नहीं होगा, आप मांगिए, इसमें कोई खराबी नहीं है। तो ये छोटा मोटा इशू है, उतना बड़ा नहीं है। मैं मीडिया को बोलूँगा, डोंट ब्लोट इट अप। इट इज़ द राइट ऑफ एवरी फैमिली टू हैव द मॉर्टल रिमेन्स ऑफ एनी पर्सन who has died.
That resolution is not the ultimate of this budget session. There are more important businesses to be transacted before the resolution comes. The resolution is going to come somewhere in the end of March. When it comes, the legislative party will take a call and we will take a decision on how to go about it.
The BJP stand is very much clear. Afzal Guru was a terrorist and he created anarchy. He is responsible for the bloodshed in the state of Jammu and Kashmir for last 20-25 years. How can one go and having a sympathies for the terrorists who's responsible for the attack on Indian Parliament? This is a very serious matter. We will not allow anybody to raise anti-India agenda in assembly and outside assembly.
All right, let's cut across live to Shuja ul Haq, who joins us from outside the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. Morning, Shuja. You know, the positions of all political parties is clear. We know what the BJP's position is on this issue, the NC, the PDP, the Congress. What is the most peculiar this time around is the fact that BJP and the PDP are in an alliance together. Keeping this particular dynamic in mind, how is the BJP choosing to react if something like this were to happen maybe towards the end of March?
Well, Sanket, this is going to be one of the most interesting assembly sessions for Jammu and Kashmir. Not only is the first time for, two alliance partners who have divergent views like PDP and BJP, but there are various issues which are likely to crop up, starting from the Afzal Guru issue. Remember, this issue had been there in the last assembly as well, from the same legislator who had brought in a resolution which was scuttled at that point of time by Congress, because Congress was in power both in centre as well as a part in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and they thought it was best for them to scuttle it down and did not allow that resolution. But this time around, even before the resolution was tabled, the Congress came out and said they were looking at this issue in a humanitarian manner, and thereby giving a hint that they would probably support a resolution like this. Now if you're seeing Congress supporting it, National Conference probably would not oppose it, and PDP last time around had also supported. It'll be very interesting to see if all of them come together and pass the resolution. It will become very, very big and a major embarrassment for the alliance partner BJP. BJP legislators yesterday clearly came out and said they will not allow a resolution like this in the House, and would definitely oppose it. Now it'll be very important to witness whether the PDP follows the line that they had followed last time when this resolution was brought in the assembly in the last session when they were in opposition, or will they bring out or make sure that there is some sort of a tactical move which will ensure that this resolution is not debated at all. But in any case, this is going to be one of the most difficult sessions for the alliance partners to handle, because there are issues like the issue of flag that was in the headlines just recently. Afzal Guru is there. There are other issues which are related to the BJP-PDP alliance. Very interesting to wait and watch here how both the partners will behave in this session of the Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir.
Absolutely. And let us know what happens, Shuja. Thanks very much for joining us at this moment.